So, someone was asking for a video about IRL stuff and plants and stuff, but if you don't watch the stream, I'm in a new room. I'm no longer in... I didn't make my bed. I'm no longer... This is my shed of... wait, what? I'm no longer in the shed. This is my, shelf, is what I was gonna say. Of garbage. But things that I didn't chuck out. Yep. Let me just, get on through here. I'm in the house now. Easy access to bathroom. This is my mum's room. I'll show you all the stuff that, like, has changed since... I don't know if you have a memory of this room. All the stuff that's changed since, lockdown, more or less. Quarantine, more or less. Anyway, this is, like, a day new, freshly organized study thing. It looks different to me, I don't know. Then again, I don't really go out of my room much. Hey Nelly, just showed off your room. Oh yeah, you didn't want to do it because you were writing a blog post, but you're no longer doing that, are ya? You want to show off your garden?
No.
Okay, I'm going into the garden. Not that one.
The veggie garden?
Yeah, I'm going in the back. You want to come?
In the veggie garden.
I'm going in the back first. You want to come?
In the kumquats.
The kumquats.
In the veggie garden.
There's the peacocks. That's the one that was a baby that was sleeping there when the snake tried to get into my room. That one. That's like the teenager that grew up, and that's the old one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the teenager. His tail's tiny. You can tell by his immature running around, like I do.
See ya.
See ya. Okay. Chickens have a new pen. Netflix man has been very active in the back garden. He dug a hole over there. Let's show you the hole first of all. He rented an excavator, dug a hole, as you do, and then I just kind of like left it. And now the grass is growing back in it again. That's a lawnmower. I bought that for like 20 bucks just to figure out how they work. Turns out I never really quite understood it, and it's kind of just sitting there rusting. But that's my one failure in life, and all my many other failures. I know this is construction supplies that have also been left here, but can't really mow here because it's just stuff used for construction. Netflix man lives in my room now. Well, he doesn't live there. It's his shed. It's his now his. Haven't been in there, and I'm not going to show you around in there. It's like a man cave of mold and weightlifting equipment. Beautiful. What are they called? I could go in there and get a tick, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to possibly die. No, that's the rainforest. We've shown you that. Oh, something I know I can show you. I mean, yeah, vegetable garden. Asparagus that we eat all the time, and because it grows so frequently. Are there any in here? This one's asparagus. I'm not supposed to step in here because I could just step on a root, but this is asparagus. This one's gotten too big to pick. This one's too big to pick. But if a nice big thick root comes up, you pick it and then you eat it and it's delicious. Tomato, probably macadamia. They look like potato or sweet potato. The triangle ones. That's just a fuzzy. I don't think we can eat this. It's just like a fuzzy weed. God, that leaf scared the shit out of me. Thought it was a snake, as is everything. Just assume that everything wants to kill you and then you won't get killed, typically, because you're playing it safe. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, but like ones that were actually planted, except for this one and this one. This is a tomato. They fucking grow everywhere. Okay, that's a tomato. These are tomatoes, but they were actually planted. These strips are my old t-shirts, because I have 180 of them, and they're okay to be ripped up for gardening. Something's making noises. Still using my phone to record stuff because I didn't too lazy, too cheap to buy a camera. That's okay. Check out the tomatoes and the glory of the sun in the background, which is not how you're supposed to film things. Okay. Glorious tomatoes. They will be red one day. Glorious dead tomato plant. Rest in peace. I think my niece kicked it, and so that one's dead, but that's okay. Tomatoes will grow wildly. I think this is supposed to be corn. Not really pointing where I'm supposed to be pointing. I think you can eat the flowers on that stuff, but I don't know if there's any plants or anything associated with it. Another tomato plant right there. These are banana trees. This is a greenhouse. I'm not going in there. Peacock. Peacock right now. Walking around. Rocks for some reason. But yeah, this is all new. This is like the stuff that Netflix man actually managed to finish for once in his life, you know? I'm quite impressed. He didn't manage to fuck it up. That's okay. I have a lot of disdain towards him because I just don't like him. That's fine to not like things. Hello. Chickens used to be my responsibility, but now they ain't. God, that was like, hello, like 5 years of my life where I had to feed the chickens in the morning and the afternoon, but now I don't. Then I moved on to feeding the doggos, but then all the doggos died. Hello? Oh yeah, it's like easy access for eggs. Whether there's any in here. Nope. They would have been picked already, except those ones. There's some eggs. And yes, I could grab them, but Nana likes coming down and picking the eggs. So picking, grabbing, harvesting the eggs. So I'll leave that to her. This is a that's a paper bark. Or no, that's a paper. No, that's a paper bark. I don't know what that is. This is a tree. I really like this tree. I don't know whether it's going to do it now. But a couple of weeks ago, you could just sit in this tree and like the bark would be constantly peeling. So you could just sit here and you could hear it constantly peeling. But I don't know if it's doing it anymore. Yeah, I can still hear it. Data will show up on the mic though. It's just like little clicks, like click, click, click. Because it's just, the bark is like constantly moving back like centimeters. And making creaking noises, like a slow peel. Anyway, there's a passion fruit in here. Up there. Oh, I know where some passion fruit is that I can show you. I'm going the wrong direction, but there's also something else I wanted to show you. Like half the reason I wanted to make this was there's a big tree over there covered in like red berries. And I only just figured out what they are because I asked Nana. I think the chickens are digging their own graves, as everyone else is doing in this amazing environment. No, it's great. Everything's green. I love it. Oh, nature. As much as I'd love to live in a city because of a faster internet connection, this is just so nice. There's wild birds. Ah! I tripped on a stick. Fresh air. Anyway, this tree right here. This is like alive, full of birds every day. I think it's I just had the name of it now forgotten. Fig? But not the kind of fig that's like necessary to have wasps in it to grow. That's a bat. There's a bat up there. It's a wild fig, so you don't need to have wasps in it to produce the fruit. And I think this is as big as it gets. That's a black one. Because if you don't know about figs, like you don't know about pineapples grow above the ground. Figs, the ones that you eat at least, they need a wasp to like inseminate them. And then the fig fruit grows around the dead wasp. And so you're eating dead wasps, basically. Sorry to ruin that for you. I'm going to show you like 2 more things. They're a bit of a trip though. So is there anything you want to talk about? Yeah. Oh, there's a passion fruit over there. I'm just getting distracted all the time. This seems relatively new. I remember this being like assembled a couple weeks ago. So they must have just taken an old bush, probably in a tree that used to exist here, like wrapped it around here to encourage it to grow here instead. I don't see any passion fruit. I think this is the pawpaw. Pawpaw tree. There used to be an avocado tree there. It ain't no more. There's a lemon tree. I think Nelly wanted me to show off the garden, which is what's in this bird catching device. Netflix man is halfway through building a dick. Boys and their dicks. We'll go around to get in, even though we can get in right there. We'll go around. Because there's some kumquats in there. There's a man in a plane who's been practicing flying for the last few days, but he's getting the hang of it. Maybe I won't go inside. I'm just gonna keep talking, trying not to get copyright claimed by the music playing in the background because Netflix man loves to just blast and shit as loud as. Okay, that's probably fine. Pine cones, pods, plants, my room, plants, aloe vera. This area is typically full of snakes. Sorry, I heard rustling, so I freaked out. Nana's doing some gardening, as she does. The birds are watching, as they do. That's a pigeon. That's not a pigeon. These are guinea fowls. Those are ducks. The yard used to be full of birds, but not anymore. God, I hate these guinea fowls. And they hate me. I'm scaring all of the birds away. God, there's so many pigeons. There's so many pigeons. There are so many bird feeders around here, which is fine. She doesn't like the ducks or the pigeons or the mickeys, one of which is native. Oh, the moon! There's a pink bird that's like a galah or a cockatiel of some description. This is like a bird bath, but can also be used as a frog bath. This was like one plant originally, but there's more of them now. That's a Mickey, also known as an Indian myna. They're a native bird, but they're super territorial, so they'll group up on other birds and beat the shit out of them because Australia. This, I don't know what this is, but I've seen it a lot in like hedged bushes kind of thing. Like you trim it and it stays really conformed, but obviously we don't trim it because it's going fucking crazy. But it has these little red berries that birds eat also on it. I would not eat this, whereas if I was game, I probably would munch on a fig from the backyard. These aren't chilies, even if they look like it. Here's the passion fruits that I was talking about. Well, I don't know if you knew that I was talking about them, but these are the ones that get picked a lot and turned into like cordial and jam and stuff like that. They get yellow when they're ripe. And there's one up there, if you can see it in the focus, there's a little tiny purple one right there. So there's two different species that we have here at least, which is the ones that get purple when they get ripe and the ones that get yellow when they get ripe. More bird feeders, little tiny. This thing sometimes has berries on it as well. It looks sharp, but it's not. It's really quite fuzzy, fun to play with. God, I shouldn't touch plants, because last time I licked a plant, turned out it was poisonous. Don't lick tulips. Tulips? Yeah, don't lick tulips. Bad idea. Anyway, there's so many fucking plants. Look at this one. This one has like a zigzagging stem. If you want a plant video of just me going through all the plants except actually knowing the name of them, let me know. And I'll just get Nana to help me, because she planted all of these, so she knows what they're all called. And I'm just here like, leaf, but it's like symmetrical, so it looks like butterfly. I really like this one because it's a butterfly plant, but I don't actually know the name of it. God, everything's making noises. It's terrifying. Living on edge. Okay, there's definitely something in there making noise. It's probably a rat, because snakes don't make noises, they just bite you. That being that said, sometimes around these corners, around this corner, underneath this purple area, which is probably lantana or like a species of, which is an invasive plant, but underneath here there's like a blue tongue lizard that likes to live and hang out, which is basically just a chonky, stubby, slow moving lizard with a blue tongue. That's why they call him that, blue tongue lizard. Granted, if I do a video with Nana, I'm less likely to talk to myself like a maniac. Sorry, I'm staying here for a while because I can hear weird noises in that grass. Not that anything would show with me talking here. It's probably a mouse. Or a rat. Okay. Somewhere around here, this is a Wollemi pine. I've probably showed this off multiple times. This one is spiky. Ow. Okay. That's like the dinosaur plant that came back to life because they found some seeds that you could actually plant and then they spread them amongst the world and now everyone can grow a dinosaur plant. That's a fern. This is like a little version of that thing. That one. In the really distance. Tiny little leaves. I don't know what it's called, but I can identify those leaves and identify that plant anywhere. Yeah. This is probably the end of it. Oh yeah, I should probably put this out before my next loot video. So when it comes to loot videos, yeah, we're like nowhere near halfway of the project. But there might be maybe a seven or 8 more loot videos this league coming out. But when it comes to like actual projects, I've probably got 3 that I'm working on. One's with like div cards, one's with estuary. This is really fuzzy. And one with... I've forgotten what I was doing. Oh yeah, whatever that unique shenanigans is that people are doing. Like really juicing a map to get a bunch of uniques from Harvest. But to do that I'm probably going to have to make a new character. Whoops. But still being in the Ziggy League, I can't really have access to many cluster jewels. So that's a fake butterfly. Yeah, it's a slow process, but I do have some stuff that I'm whooping. So maybe I buy that stuff and do it soon. Yeah. See you in the next real life video. If you want to see one with Nana and stuff, let me know. Bye-bye.